Have you ever wondered how to generate leads who are interested in buying, selling, or investing today? What about if you could target luxury real estate specifically, even exact zip and postal codes of communities that you want to farm, even if they're luxury? That's what we're going to talk about today. What we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through step by step exactly how to use the most powerful lead generation in terms of targeting available for realtors. We're going to dive into YouTube ads, showing you in-market audiences, which based on people's Google search behavior can confirm that they're in the market to actually make a move right now. This is without question going to be one of the biggest value propositions and competitive advantages that you can have in your market to go straight to the people ready to rock. No more terrible information, no more cold leads. These are people that are ready to rock right now. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so the first thing that you want to do is sign into Google AdWords so that we can start actually running this YouTube ad. Now before we start running it, I do want to mention that I do have my brand new free training on every social media platform showing you all of the changes that have happened over 2021, because Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn are all completely different, and a lot of people are still trying to get results the old way, wondering why it's not working out. So that free training, if you comment below, I'll give it to you, explains all of the changes of how you can start taking action today in order to leverage what works best this year. So without further ado, let's show you how insane YouTube ads are. So what we're going to do is we're going to first come over here and click new campaign. Now you're going to be presented with a number of different options here. You've got things like sales, leads, website traffic, brand and product consideration, brand awareness. But what we want to do is we actually want to create a campaign without a goals guidance. Now I know many people might instantly kind of gravitate towards leads because that's what we want to generate, but this gives you more control. Similar to boosting an ad on Facebook is a very bad practice. Choosing something up here for a YouTube ad isn't the best practice as well, because we want to maintain control. So we're going to create a goal without a goals guidance. Now you've got a number of different campaign types here: search, display, smart, local, shopping. We want to create a video ad because we're going to be using YouTube. And now we want to create a custom video campaign. All of this stuff we'll address in the campaign. Now let's click continue. So this is where we're going to start going through the different settings of how to create a proper YouTube ad. Now let's say, for example's sake, we're going to create an ad for buyers in my city. So I'm here in Calgary and we're going to do a Calgary buyer campaign. You can do the exact same thing for your city or anything else that you're looking to use YouTube ads for. So we're going to say Calgary buyers. Now for the bid strategy, you have a couple options here. You've got maximum CPV, target CPM. I like to use maximum CPV, so just leave that as is. And now for the daily budget, I like to switch it to daily. I know that you can put a campaign total here, but I find putting a daily budget gives me more control so that I kind of know what's being spent on each given day, instead of spending too much on one day and surprising you, and then spending too little on another day, maybe underwhelming the results that you're hoping to get. So let's just say we're going to spend $15 a day Canadian here. Now, one thing that you want to make sure you're doing if you're doing a daily budget is to make sure you select an end date. The reason being is because I've seen many people attempt this strategy and then forget to set an end date, and their ad might not be converting as high as they were expecting it, and now they're spending money just burning a hole in their budget, which is not what we want you to be doing. So we'll just select a date here that's a couple weeks ahead, so that we can test this and make sure that we're actually getting sufficient data to get good results. Now with the networks, we're just going to leave it. So we're going to have YouTube search results, YouTube videos, and partner display network. And now this is where things get really cool. So we all know, likely you know, the fact that with Facebook, it adjusted with the special ad category to the point where you can't select less than a 15-mile radius, which if you're trying to farm a specific community, doesn't really give you much flexibility. Whereas with YouTube, you're able to go right down to a specific zip code, postal code, or a pin drop that's as small as you would like it. So you can see here, there's a couple different options. You can go straight to the basics, which would be like writing your city in here. And you can see on the weekly estimates, it's going to continue to update it. So you can see, 230 million impressions. But what I want to show you is actually getting rid of this and going to the advanced search. Now, when you go to the advanced search, let's look at this. You can type in your city. So you could go ahead and type in your city, and now it selects your city limits. Or you can actually go here and you can type in a zip code or postal code. And now if you wanted to target my specific inner city area, which is where I live right now, you can target the exact postal or zip code. Now the next thing we can do is actually target based on a radius. So let's say we wanted to do a smaller radius here, like we wanted to nurture one specific community in my city. Let's say we want to go down here and we want to target just Mahogany and the surrounding general area. We can actually put something like a 2-mile radius, and we can select something like Mahogany. And now you can see that you've got a 2-mile radius around Mahogany, and you can actually edit this if you would like. So you can say you want to do a 1-mile radius, and you can see that it niches down even further. So whether you want to choose the postal code, the zip code, or a specific radius, you have complete control over this, which is really cool, because if you want to specialize in like beachfront properties or golf course properties or something in a specific area that you cannot attempt to target on Facebook, this gives you the ability to. So for now, what we're going to do is we're just going to do Calgary. So we've got that. Now for languages, we've got English, which is what I'm going to leave. For the inventory type, I like to use standard inventory. You don't need to worry about expanded or limited. Now exclude types. I like to exclude embedded YouTube videos and live streams because you really don't want you to waste your budget on your ads showing up on embedded videos or live streams. So just get rid of those, and now you don't have to worry about it. Now for the ad group, we're just going to come down here and say Calgary buyers. And this is where things start to get really cool, so hang on tight. Demographics. Let's look at this. On Facebook, you can't adjust the age, the gender, or the income. Look at what we have right here. So you can adjust the gender if you would like. You can adjust the age. So if you feel like you don't want to be targeting people that are over the age of 65 or under the age of 25, you can now see on the right-hand side that reduce the impressions by about half. You can adjust the parental status. Or if you want to target luxury, you could do something like, again, in the USA, it doesn't allow you in Canada, but in the US, you have the ability to target just the top 10% of income earners if you wanted to. So you could unselect this and you could target just the top 10 or 20% of income earners and a specific zip or postal code, meaning that you can go straight to luxury buyers, sellers, and investors with YouTube ads, which is insanely powerful. Now, this is where things go to the next level, which is looking at in-market audiences. So in-market audiences are basically looking at Google's data, because Google owns YouTube, and saying who, based on their search criteria, is confirmed to be in the market to buy or sell right now. Not like Facebook ads where you have to wait 6, 12, 8 months. Not like other forms of advertising where you have to wait for people in order to make some sort of decision. These are people that, based on their active information and their data and analytics that Google knows, they're able to identify exactly who's in the market. So all we need to do here is type in real estate for search, and you can see what comes up. In market audiences, real estate. You've got people interested in purchasing or renting residential or commercial real estate. You've got in-house audiences here, so people interested in purchasing a house or townhouse. You've got, again, residential properties, new houses, apartments, and you've got a couple other things down here, which is really cool, which I want to show you, which is life events, purchasing a home. Looking at what comes up here, people who are preparing to buy a home or have recently bought a home. So these are people that are in the market preparing to buy a house right now, and you have the opportunity to get in front of them. Because the beauty of YouTube ads is you have the ability to have your videos show up at the start or as a recommended video on somebody confirmed to be in the market to buy, sell, or invest right now. Even if they're watching like a cooking show or a car show or a dog show on YouTube, it does not matter. So you can go ahead and select all of these different audiences. Now, When you come down here, there's a couple other things. You can say where you want your ads to show. So you can narrow your search. Now, you don't have to do this because you're already selecting a small location and you're selecting in-market audiences. So if you were going more broad, then yes, of course, you could use these, but you do not have to. I just want to show you how they work just in case, which is, again, typing in, top Calgary real estate agent or homes for sale in Calgary, top realtor in Calgary. So you could, again, similar to like a Google ad, you could go through and type in your keywords here so that whenever people are typing these in, your ad would show up. But again, because we took the in-market audiences, you don't need this. With topics, you could also have your video show up on a specific topic, and you could actually have it show up on a specific channel. So for example, if there was a big YouTube channel that's in your market that a lot of people watch, whether it be cooking, lifestyle, renovations, anything like that, you could have your videos show up at the start of all of their views, which is really cool. So that way, basically, let's say I'm a home buyer in Calgary and I'm watching a car show on YouTube. Well, at the start of that YouTube video about cars, remember, I'm in the market to buy right now. A local realtor who's talking about how to buy a house properly in Calgary would show up at the beginning of that car YouTube video, which is really, really powerful because it's going straight to people that might not even be looking for an agent, but are really ready to buy. And now you're showing up in front of them. So it's insanely powerful. And the results you get from this are incredible if you do it properly. Now, maximum CPV, which is your cost per view. I like to put $1 here. Now, let me explain why that's the case. You're only going to be spending about 5 to maybe 12 cents per click, maybe 15 cents per view. But the problem is that if you choose something too low and you don't give YouTube some flexibility, sometimes your ad won't actually run. So even though I know I'm not going to be spending near $1 per view, I like to do it just to give that flexibility to say, hey, YouTube, I'm ready to spend in worst case scenario, so please just go run my ad for me. And this works out way better. Your ad starts to get approved way faster, and it usually performs better. So now what we need to do is we need to choose which YouTube video we're going to use. Now this is the most important part of the video, so make sure you stay for this section. So we're going to take a video here and I'm just going to show you what happens. So we're going to just click this link, we'll copy it. This is about, again, how to buy a house or townhouse in Calgary, and we're going to paste it here. So the thumbnail comes up, it looks good, we're ready to go. But you've got two different options. You've got skippable in-stream and you've got video discovery. Skippable in-stream are ads that play before, during, or after YouTube videos, and they give viewers the option to skip after 5 seconds, whereas a display ad is something that is recommended next to related videos on the YouTube homepage, and users have to click themselves on the video. So this is like a forced view where they have the option to skip at the beginning of a video or in the middle of a video. This is a recommended video where they have to take the own initiative to actually click on your video. Two very different types of ads, two very different types of videos required. So what I would use this longer 10-minute video for is a video discovery ad, because it's talking about the process, it needs to have some context to it, and it's something that will guide people through what it's like to buy a house in Calgary, which is really powerful. Now, if you want to use the most high converting strategy, it's actually skippable in-stream ads, but this is a completely different style of video. You need to have a shorter, very impactful, very entertaining, call to action focused video, because again, you have to realize that they have the opportunity to skip after the first 5 seconds. So if I was personally running a YouTube ad for a buyer, what I would do is I would take my phone out or take a professional video, and I would make a video something like, if you're looking to buy a house in Calgary in 2021, here's the 5 things you need to do in order to avoid the most costly mistakes. So within the first 5 seconds, I've hooked them, and then for the next kind of 50 seconds, I would kind of entice them a bit about how to download my guide, how to get in touch with me, different things like that, and then wrap the video up. So that would be a short 1-minute impactful video that's very focused on the call to action to call me or to check out my website, to check out the top properties that are for sale on our IDX website. versus a video like this where they would click on it, watch it, and then make their own decision of whether or not to use you as an agent. So if you're doing this strategy, I highly recommend you creating a very impactful 1-minute video. It's going to do way better. But if you do just want to get started and try it out, then take one of your videos explaining the buying process or selling process and then run it as a discovery ad just to get your feet wet in terms of understanding how to properly do YouTube videos. So let me show you what happens now if we were to do that skippable in-stream ad. You've got your final website here, so your destination, and that will show up here, as you can see. Now we've got our call to action, which is going to show up right here in real time. It'll show you what this looks like, and also you can see what I talked about here, as I guessed, about 5 cents to 10 cents for your cost per view. And then you can see that you'll get about 950 to 2,000 views on a weekly or daily basis, and then the impressions. So now you've got your call to action. Now this is going to come down to you using your own market, but I could say learn more and then Calgary homes. And then you can see that. So you can see call to action, Calgary homes, drives to the website. There you go. Now, all that you have to do is, again, name the ad and you're done. So you can say Calgary buyers lead gen for the ad name. And then whenever they click on this ad, they'll get taken to your website, which is an IDX website. They can browse the properties. It'll collect their information if you're using a proper IDX website. And now you've got a lead. So you really want to make sure that you're using the right type of video, the right type of video format, where if you're using skippable in-stream, you have to create a short, impactful, engaging video. If you want to create a video discovery ad, just use a video that you've already created on your channel like this that provides extraordinary value, where they're going to likely reach out to you. But this is forced and this is voluntary viewership. So just keep that in mind. Again, if you want to know more details, just drop a comment below and you can check out my free masterclass. So that's how you run a YouTube ad. All you have to do at the bottom, click create campaign, and you're underway generating a lot of leads in the hottest way possible this year, where you don't have to deal with the special ad category or any of the nonsense that you have to deal with Facebook ads. So again, if you have any other questions, drop a comment below. Hopefully you start to get results like some of the agents in my group are getting, which are absolutely insane. So thanks so much for tuning in. As always, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.